Interesting, yeah. So it's something I never really considered actually how lockdowns impacted the reps. Like, because I mean, I know some of the I'm not going to name who you are. You know who you are. Some of the hydro shop owners that I know went fuck you, and they never shut their door for a moment. They
The
never,
essential business.
yeah, they never did not before any of that was even classified. They just immediately went no. But yes, how did that then affect the reps? If the hydro shops were essential businesses, as they ultimately came to be declared, which I think everybody can kind of realize what was going on there. Everybody likes to smoke, it would seem. But yeah, how did it affect the reps? Were you guys able to go? I know obviously this was prior to you being in, but do you know if reps were on the road? Were they capable of working at that point?
From what I can gather, so I started with these guys April 21. So it was just after sort of the main lockdown. But from what I can tell, like you say, it was essential business. I think rep visits were few and far between, definitely not as often as they are. Sometimes I'll be on the road and the shops can testify. If it's a nice sunny day, you'll get four reps in, you'll get more reps in than customers. They'll all come through with a few beers and that. And it's a laugh. But yeah, like obviously it was few and far between through them times, but it seems like as well they wouldn't have really wanted reps in the shop because when you've got a shop full of customers, you don't want to be serving people. And that's one big thing during the lockdown and after the lockdown. So like I say, I saw it all through 21. It was just like, I always say you could have stood on a street corner with a feed chart, like big issue, and someone would have come and bought it off you. Everyone did well during 20 and 2021. That's why so many new shops opened up and stuff like that,
Mm.
because it is literally like all the builders got furloughed. They thought, oh, well, I do the thing anyway, I might as well. Or the mates seen them spend a bit over the counter and thought, oh, if I open a shop because I'm not doing that, will you come and shop with me? So during 20 and 21, the hydro industry just seen an absolute boom. But in that, obviously, it started getting targeted with the banks and stuff. I heard at one point the banks had said that they're going for aesthetics, scrap metal, and hydroponics because they were the three largest cash industries. So obviously
Mm.
that's where 22 and 23 was just the year of you can't bank at all. No, you can't even put money in to pay your VAT bills. So it
Yeah.
swings and roundabouts because it did have a boom. And like what you say, obviously everyone likes to smoke and it's all. I always say that you can't really control what your customers are doing, and that's the big thing of the industry. But for the most part, it was little old days that would go into B&Q or Dobbies. They're not getting the same advice that you can at a hydro shop. And I think during hydro, because there was such a boom of it and people not working, people are in the greenhouses. So a lot of the like black market growers, they've also got allotments. They're on there
Yeah.
chatting to the old days about bits. So then before long, you've got actual like civilian customers coming in. Do you get what I mean? Because that's one thing that we did have in the shop that I worked at. It was a lot of like regular custom. We had normal people, as you call them, coming in and like little old days, and I'm teaching them how to get the best out of their petunias.
Yeah.
So it is like some of the shops. It was good for them to start seeing legitimate custom and that, and yeah, it was nice.
Do you think it then led to sort of more of a normalization? Because I mean, I've always seen hydro shops as like garden centers for growers. But you don't necessarily have to obviously be a cannabis grower. But if you know and they know, and obviously, we're all talking about tomatoes anyway, it's a comfortable space. It's a safe space. You feel like you are with family. You feel that you're not going to be judged. So a lot of hydro shops now will have like pool tables. I'm not necessarily sure on the licensing, but we'll have bars. We'll have, a lot of social spaces that they've
The
then
best
created.
thing with that a lot of the time is, like you say, licensing. It's not even a bar. We've just got beers in. Come and
Hmm.
crack them. Like it's your here as family. I always say like if you step foot in a grow shop, you bleed green like me. And
Hmm.
unless you come flexing that trigger, I dig you. Like we're all one big family in it. We are a
Spitting bars.
community. And
Yeah,
that is
man.
the thing that I've been in the shop before now, and you've seen people come in, and I say it was a local shop to me, and you can see when people don't really get on, but then they'll see each other in the shop, and the first time they see each other and it's iffy, and then the second time they'll mention about, oh well, I've used them lights before. One of them obviously extends the olive branch, and then before long they're in chatting, and then they've got a room together, and
Mm.
it's not obviously it's not going to fucking bridge divides and all that. We can't solve the postcode wars, but it's just nice to have like that little neutral zone. Do you get what I mean? Where it is you can come in, you can sit, you can chill. Like you say, the old days have got like dobbies where they can sit in a garden centre and talk all this through. And I've had shops before now when obviously it can be quiet sometimes, and a lot of the time they'll come in, you'll give them all the advice in the world, and they'll go buy it on Amazon a lot cheaper anyway. So it is hard, but a lot of the shops will say, well, not a lot, but I've had shops say to me in the past, we're not here to be the therapist. But I'm like, but you're the only person they can speak to. They've got a missus and two kids that couldn't give two shits about it. Everyone in the pub thinks that they're just a plasterer. Do you get, like, you are the only person that they can talk to. And like you say, we all skirt around it. Like, I don't need to know what my customers are doing, but we can talk pretty openly because we're all from at least the same walk of life.